Good morning. It's Sarah with the Carroll Home Team. We're here at the Palm Bay House on Lichty Street. Um, the setup and floor plan is a little strange. The view for the water is beautiful. The dock is awesome. But before we begin, you do drive through a cemetery to get here, like full on driving through. So it's strange. But let's go ahead. We're going to go on the inside and then I'll make my way around. So you have a carport here. There's your neighbor across. And then you've got your entrance here. So you've got your utility washer dryer, and then you've got doorway here, and then you've got more floor access here. So it looks like this was an addition that they added. So, and where's that inside light? So they have it set up to where there's 2 twin beds in here, and this is vinyl plank flooring. And then you go down, and then you've got some marble, okay, Sarah in the mirror. And then you've got a full bathroom here with a fiberglass insert. And then here is access to the pool. So I'll go like this so you can see. Oopsie. So access to the pool and the dock there. So that's one entryway to and from outside. So it is to the left. There's this door here, but I'm not sure because they didn't give where that goes to. So it might be us. I think it's storage for like cleaning supplies because they're running this as an Airbnb. So you do have like a little bay window here. The windows are newer. I'm double checking that they're double paned and to be sure that if they're impact. I believe they are, but I'm getting that confirmed. So here's your living space. And then you've got your access to the kitchen here. And we'll go through and do that more detailed. There is a full bathroom here. But it's not a shower, it's a soak tub. So there's no like guest shower other than in that guest room. Okay, and then we'll go and do the outdoor and patio area in just a second. So it is tile throughout in here. There's a step here, and then you've got the tile that looks like wood. The flooring looks great. The ceilings are a little lower, but there is some nice crown molding. You've got a small little bar here. And then you've got Whirlpool, microwave. Let's see, you've got all Whirlpool appliances. Yeah, Whirlpool, glass top stove, a nice deep sink. Okay, some pretty granite. You've got a pretty backsplash. I mean, it's preference. There's not a ton of cabineting space, which might be off-putting for some people. And then this technically is the front door, I guess. Yeah, so this is like your front door. And it's on the, like a, almost, not a cul-de-sac, but it's on the end of the street. Okay. And then here's how they separated it for their dining room. And then this is a pantry, right? Oops. Yep. So they have it as like a pantry or a linen closet. Okay. And then on this side, you've got this is your owner's suite bedroom. So again, it's the wood looking tile. But there's a king size bed in here, and then there's a little bit of room on each side for a lamp and for a nightstand. Again, Sarah in the mirror. And then they've got their closet here, but there's the closet and the bathroom are shared space. So some people would want to put a door there just so it would be compartmentalized. It is a smaller master bathroom. So you've got your granite, your sink, and then your toilet, sorry. And then tile to ceiling, and then you've got your shower. So, and then you've got your linen closet here. Okay, that's a pretty light fixture. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. All right, and here is your guest room. So this is guest room number 2 or number 3 because we started at the first one, or 2 actually, sorry. There is some interesting wallpaper, again, aesthetic, but wallpaper's back in, but it's definitely not It's not my preference, but some people love it. And then they've got a standard size closet. So to be honest, for $750, you gotta drive through a graveyard. And there's some peculiarities. Some people like floor plan is super, super important. But it's private because you have the guests when you on one side, but it's a little funky. But we're outside now. The entertaining space out here is really awesome. There's a big deck that's covered, so it's nice and shaded. There's plenty of space. There's like a little tiki bar. There's plenty of space for if you wanted to do some bigger furniture. You could also do like an outdoor grill outside. And then you do have a pool. It's a smaller pool, so don't be deceived. It's not huge. I mean, depends on if you're swimming laps or not, but it is a good-sized pool. But there's not a ton of deck space here at the pool. But that doesn't mean it might not be a deal breaker. There's plenty of space on the deck up here. Okay, so let's go out to the dock. It's a really pretty day out today, so that's great. And then right here is space. The gate's big enough, like if you wanted to put a small boat. I mean, you could do probably a larger boat, but just depending on how wide it is. And then you've got space all the way here if you wanted to do some pavers or you wanted to add some landscaping. So there's the neighbor right there. It's a really pretty house next door. They're doing some work, it sounds like, on some metal. I wonder what they're doing. And then you do have a small sidewalk and then a shell wash to the water. Okay, but the deck here looks really good. So this is really pretty. So this is the big draw, obviously. Oh, there's a boat. Hi, boater. Okay, in my opinion, like I said, the view and being on the water is awesome, but it is a smaller house. The layout is a little different. So I think that at $750, it's probably a little bit elevated, or probably pretty elevated, actually, to be honest. But again, you let me know. I'd say it'll probably land, like whoever buys it, probably like realistically, probably like $680 is probably more realistic, for just, those factors. But it is really pretty over here.